Hey guys, D-Smooth here, back again to rant about Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I already did a review of the film. I liked it, but I gotta be honest with myself. And as a film, it's not the best. It's entertaining, but it is far from the best film. This is probably the worst in the Deadpool franchise. And I really think that it ruined Deadpool's character. Deadpool, to me, came across as just an unlikable psychopath. I know that he's supposed to be a psychopath here, but here he just comes across as heartless. Remember that scene in the first film where he warned all the bad guys, say, wait, you only work for this guy. And it's like, walk away now and I'll let you live. He never has a moment like that. He doesn't have a moment like that in this movie. He kills indiscriminately. He gets two innocent people killed. Two innocent people killed who both tried to help him. And it's played up for jokes. It's like, no, that's wrong. Deadpool wouldn't do that. And by the way, I will spoil the film. Okay, so Johnny helps them out. He literally helps them. And because Johnny talks smack about the villain, Deadpool feels justified and like ratting him out to the villain, and then the villain kills him. It's like, what? That's just immoral and wrong. It's not funny. It's just this guy tried to help you. You got him killed. And they try to play this joke at the end of the movie in the after credits scene. Oh no, Johnny was talking smack. It's like that still doesn't justify killing him. Here, let's rewrite that scene. Let's have Johnny buck up to the villain and finally wanting to tell him off. Finally wanting to tell her everything he's ever wanted to say. And then Deadpool calms down like, no, don't do it. And then, in the middle of the rambling, the villain kills him. And then Deadpool looks over Wolverine, hey, I tried to warn him, tried to tell him not to do it. There, you get a funny scene, and Deadpool is still in the moral clear. To the point of an anti-hero is that they have a twisted morality. But they still have morality. Twisted morality is still morality, to some degree. Deadpool doesn't have any morality outside saving his universe. And the second death in the movie, the second innocent person, was Nicepool. Deadpool picks up Nicepool, uses him as a shield from the army of Deadpools, and he gets shot up all at once. And then they realize he can't regenerate. So they figure, wait, he can't regenerate? Okay, the first time you didn't know any better. But then he picks him up and uses him again as just a human shield. He uses him again as a human shield. Okay, now there's no excuse. Deadpool wouldn't do that. I can't think of a way to rewrite that, but to me, it makes Deadpool come across as just inhuman. Like, that's just morally, no, Deadpool wouldn't do that. And Deadpool does a lot of messed up stuff, but remember in the first film he gave them the warning, and even in the second film he does stuff like that. This film he doesn't give any warnings. And that's something I don't like, but I think it really ruined Deadpool's character. And then I gotta talk about the sacrifice at the end and why it doesn't work. In the end of the film, Deadpool and Wolverine go in there. I was like, Wolverine goes into the machine. Well, not Wolverine. Wolverine says he's going to go into the machine to sacrifice himself to save the universe. But then Deadpool stops him and like locks him outside the door and says, I'm going to sacrifice myself because I'm Marvel Genius. I'm Marvel Jesus. And I'm like, wait a minute. The reason why it doesn't work is because it's entirely ego-driven. Deadpool's will to sacrifice himself is purely due to ego. Purely out of ego. And that's not a righteous, it's egotistic. And then Wolverine bursts in there to try to save Deadpool, and then they both go into the machine, they survive. Okay, that just doesn't work. From Wolverine's side, it's him being a hero, making up for his wrongdoing, him truly trying to sacrifice himself. From Deadpool's perspective, it's just ego trip. Let's rewrite that. How about Wolverine goes in there, Deadpool lets this happen. Lets him try to sacrifice himself. But then Deadpool realizes, wait a minute, Marvel Jesus wouldn't let this happen, and then he goes in there to try to save Wolverine. and they both go in there. Okay, dude, that way, it's not just ego, it's legit morality. It's legitimate morality there. Deadpool looks like a legit hero. Deadpool does not come across as a hero in this film. Deadpool just comes across as an asshole. And I don't like that. I don't like that. And this is not the same Deadpool from the original film, from the story perspective. He wouldn't let that happen to John. How about let's rewrite the scene with Nicepool? How about he does use Nicepool as a shield the first time, but then the second time he just picks up the car or something like that and use that, which I think Deadpool is strong enough to lift the car and use that as a shield. But then they find that they have one medical kit, and Deadpool doesn't want to give it to Nicepool because he doesn't like Nicepool, but then Wolverine talks him into it and he finally gives him the healing mat or whatever. And then he gets to save Nicepool. That's an actual hero thing. An anti-hero is still a hero. He does not come across as a hero at all. That's my problem. I think it really ruined Deadpool's character here. Tell me what you guys think below. Like, subscribe. See you guys. Next video, gonna talk about Deathloop.